Hey ladies, high visibility women are always going to struggle in average environments, average workplaces, average social settings. Now you may be asking, what's a high visibility woman? This is just a woman that draws a lot of attention due to her beauty, her personality, and her energy. And so I wanted to discuss the types of career paths and jobs that we should be seeking to preserve our energy, protect ourselves from average working environments, toxic corporate environments, and the benefits of pink collar jobs and pink collar careers. So, not wasting any time, when it comes to high visibility women, the reason why we struggle in average environments is because we're not average. Period. We're trying to fit into a mold that just simply is not made for us. The mold is made for average people. The mold is made for mediocre people. And when excellence walks into a mediocre room, it is highlighted. When excellence walks into an average room, it is studied and admired and hated on. It always starts as admiration and curiosity. Then, God forbid, you're a high visibility woman that also protects herself and her energy, and you don't share all of your business. You're not an open book. You don't wear your heart on your sleeve. People can't figure you out. People are going to hate you. It's going to turn from admiration to hate very quickly. Very quickly. That is when they will start to realize, oh my God, she's not average, because I'm fixated on this person for a reason. I'm fixated on this beautiful person, on this person with such a great personality, because they are great. There's something about them that I am lacking. There's something about them that I admire because I don't have it in myself. And so before you know it, you are their favorite pastime. They gotta know what you ate for lunch. They gotta know what you do outside of work. They gotta know who your man is. They gotta know where you live at, the type of car you drive, your hobbies. High visibility women literally cannot breathe in mediocre spaces, even if it's outside of work. This could be in a social setting like your extracurriculars outside of work, your hobbies, anywhere where there's a lot of women and men that congregate together. There's going to be people who are average who will make you uncomfortable in their spaces. So when it comes to pink collar jobs, okay, gorgeous girls shouldn't work regular jobs, because there's something called the ceiling effect. And it's where people will purposely cap your potential in the workplace so you cannot thrive. Again, high visibility women who have most likely have higher callings than just a basic bullshit corporate job, they will always be made to feel uncomfortable in these spaces. So people will do things like sabotage, your promotion. They'll purposely give you a bad annual review. They'll try to put you on performance plans. They'll try to push you out by giving you microaggressions and doing little nasty things here and there that are under the table. They're very hidden and hush hush, but you are feeling the brunt of it. So when it comes to pink collar jobs, these are usually jobs that are sometimes part-time, sometimes contract work, but it also gives you a level of autonomy that you don't have with corporate America. When you're in a corporate America setting, you are dedicated to that space 8 hours of your day, and you have to basically give yourself to this company, and it's like you feel stuck because your skills aren't necessarily what's keeping you there. It's your ability to be a little good worker bee. But when it comes to pink collar jobs rely on your communication and your relational skills. It heavily focused on your human-centered work rather than like physical labor and just being able to spit out results for a company and for their bottom line. And pink collar jobs are a lot different because it requires a lot more out of like your empathetic side, your emotional intelligence, which narcissists, low vibrational people, average people who, are just in it for the money, they're going to shy away from these types of things. And they offer flexibility. It has a heavy creative component to it, so you can flex your creativity. And the earning potential is very, very good from what I understand. Some of the pink collar jobs that I think of that give beautiful women a lot of peace, it allows you to rest in your femininity and bring more to the table than just being a worker bee, is being a teacher or a tutor. I find that this allows you to live in your purpose. You have a good amount of time off. You have a flexible schedule. You're working with the types of people and around the types of people that you desire to. And I love that about, education. Education work is very fulfilling, and it's very natural for women who have a nurturing side anyway. So you're always going to thrive in education settings, I find. Also, women who want to go into, digital marketing where they do online courses. Online courses is becoming more and more of a thing, teaching and consulting. I even just launched my consulting business for this channel, for the Exotic Brown Skin channel, and for all the subscribers. So you guys can click the link in the description box where you can book some time. I will be sending personalized video responses to anything you want to talk about. This could be ranting about school, work, a man, a friend, just wanting someone who can be a listening ear and provide their feedback. That is what I am providing to my subbies. It's a way for us to get closer, connect on a deeper level, and dive deep into what you're dealing with. So again, the link is in the description. Click on one of the packages to book a time, and I am happy to respond back to you with a tailored video response just for you. So as I was saying, online courses are a big part of education in this year of 2026 where everything is digital. More and more women are moving to the digital platforms to make money. They're becoming content creators. They're becoming digital marketers. They're creating digital products. Like, there's so much money in digital education these days, and it's such a pink collar job. I actually love that for us. I love that we are shifting out of tradition and going into something that is more modern. Another pink collar career or job is obviously going to be within mental health, wellness, and care. So therapists, life coaches, even like doulas, so like birth coaches, these are great careers for women who want to make lots of impact. They want self-directed income. They want to scale their own business and control their own incomes. These are high autonomy, high respect positions where, again, you are at the forefront of making your money. A company isn't necessarily telling you what your rate is or what you're deserving of, what your salary should be. You're bringing the value and you're getting paid what you deserve from that value. It also aligns with your personal growth. So if you are into health and wellness, that means you care about these things deeply, which means that you are going to be fulfilling a purpose within that space. And also, I find that there's a very strong demand for life coaches and just counselors and therapists. We have revolutionized therapy with, different therapy platforms online now. You don't have to go sit in the office anymore. You can actually speak to a therapist online. So there's a lot of ways for us to get paid as wellness coaches and as care specialists and mental health specialists, okay? Wellness practitioners. So this could also be Pilates instructors, workout instructors. You're doing mind-body alignment. This is what women thrive in. Beautiful women specifically thrive in this because, again, if this is something that comes naturally to you, you're going to get lots of clients and you're going to feel like you can exhale because you're doing something, you're in a career field that literally rewards you for being a beautiful woman who's into mind-body alignment, who's into taking care of her body. People are already watching you. People already have their eyes on you, so it makes sense for you to go into something like this because you are more likely to get clients and for people to trust you because of how you look. This is the year of utilizing your beauty, utilizing whatever skill set and whatever gifts and blessings you have to your benefit. And one of the most obvious pink collar career paths you can take is beauty and aesthetics, okay? This is probably my favorite category. Esthetician work is at the top of my list here because you could be very creative and very tactical in your work. You have high client loyalty because when you connect with people, if you're a great communicator, you're beautiful, people are going to trust you with their face. They're going to trust you with their body. If you're doing like body contouring, maybe you're doing like wood sculpting therapy, maybe you're an injector, whatever it is, like that is a great way for you to just stay in your feminine energy and stay in your pretty privilege while also serving women who value those things as well. Also, makeup artistry. So this pays very high. There's a high margin for makeup artists. you have flexible bookings, and it just gives you creative expression. So if you're into art, if you're into making other women feel beautiful, this is going to be something that feels very fulfilling for you and gives you, again, lots of autonomy, high margins to make money and be your own boss. And it just allows a lot of creative expression that will make you happy in the long run. Same thing with like nail techs, people that do brows, so like brow lamination or like brow tinting, lash lifts, like all of this falls under you having a skill, you being able to get clients, get repeat clients, low overhead business because you're, again, providing a service that doesn't really call for a lot and you can scale over time. It's just perfect. It's perfect for the girlies who have a knack for connecting with people, who love beauty and who love wellness and who love that flexibility. Also, the potential to open your own private practice. I think that is probably the most attractive thing about getting into esthetician work and getting into beauty is that you can boss up so much that you can open up your own salon, open up your own beauty bar, open up your own esthetician practice. The possibilities are just so endless, ladies. Seriously. So these are just a few pink collar jobs, to name a few. Obviously, the other ones that come to my mind immediately would be like nannies, elder care, so LPNs, like people who take care of elderly, like little things like that. Also working in retail. I feel like retail is a great pink collar career pastime if you're like, in between figuring out what you want to do or if you're just coming out of college. Retail is a great way to build skills, people skills, human skills, learn about people, learn about trends, learn about sales. It's a great entryway into other career paths. So these are some of my top pink collar careers and why I think it's so important. Pink collar roles really value emotional intelligence. It allows you to be soft but powerful at the same time. You have a great work-life balance, which women need, specifically beautiful women who are, again, constantly attacked, constantly targeted. We need time to recharge. We need that work-life balance. And it gives you the opportunity to become an independent business, which ultimately, in my eyes, is what I believe is best for beautiful women and best for feminine, empowered women, because being your own boss protects you from anyone controlling your livelihood and your ability to make money, upkeep yourself, upkeep your routines and your beauty regimens, and maintain your pretty privileges and your happiness. So ladies, drop down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts on pink collar careers, pink collar jobs. If you're working in any type of pink collar career or pink collar job, I would love to hear your experience, or if you have in the past, what were the benefits? Drop down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.